Hi guys, just making another quick tutorial on finding your way around Google Drive, copying a file that you want to recreate somewhere else and moving it. If you know that, you don't need to watch this. I don't mean to assume that you don't know it, but I'm making a file, some videos of some things that I've been doing to make it easier, hopefully on you later. So I'm going to share my screen and I am going into Google. I'm going into my browser and I'm going to go onto Ecclesia's Google Drive. Okay, I love Google Drive. If you're not a fan of Google Drive, I just hope this will help you become one, because I think it's super, super helpful if we all know how things are organized and how to keep them organized so that you know where to find files. If you've ever gone looking for a file in Google Docs, sometimes you find it by searching for the name, sometimes you don't. There's no order or organization when you go in through Docs or when you go in through Sheets. But if you go in through Drive, everything is organized. And so I think that is awesome. So I'm logged in. I am logged in. Well, I'm logged in as Ecclesia. You can see that in here. So that's really important. These are the folders in Ecclesia. Beverly keeps them really organized. So there's not a lot of extraneous ones, although I bet, okay, so there's some extra things now that are going to need to be moved around. These are things that have been uploaded, but not organized. So Beverly can do that. And even we can talk about where they should actually go. Okay, because usually we don't want to see, like, I'm seeing Ecclesia American Lit syllabus here. And I'm just wondering, yeah, well, maybe we'll learn as we do. So that really, if people are using the files that we give them, it's going to be in here. So we can figure that out right now. So every year has a folder, and every folder has these same categories. So A to G syllabi, Leslie's going to put the A to G syllabi in there. Admin communications, that's for board notes, any kind of important board notes mostly. Class rosters go in there, course descriptions, documents, so that's going to be, there's things that were in the main one that probably should go into documents, and I may move them right now to do that. So someone's course description is out here, and we don't want it out here. I might have even done that. I'm going to take a quick look and see if it also exists in course descriptions, and if it does, I'm going to delete this one. Okay, so I'm going into course descriptions, looking for 2021 physics, and whoops. So I am not seeing that physics file. So what I think happened is, I think yesterday, when Beverly and I were working, I moved it, but not the right way. So that's great. So we can move this. So this is not in the right place. And it's going to make it hard to find for someone later. So we're just going to, I just right clicked on it, and then I'm going to click move to. And it's going to give me some choices. So I want to put it into course descriptions, right? So I click on course descriptions, and why is this box? Hang on a second. And I'm just going to hit return and return again. Okay, there we go. And now it's going to move it. Okay, so now when I go into course descriptions, that's not just hanging out here in limbo, it's in here. All right, and every teacher should share access to these. Now, let's say, okay, so that's how this is organized. Now, let's say Leslie wants to take one of these files and she wants to make an A to G syllabi out of it. She wants to be able to edit it and make it in the right format that the charters want. So she doesn't want to edit what we've already got linked to our schedule, right? Instead, let's say she wants to do that with pre-algebra. Let's say the charters want a different kind of course description for pre-algebra than she wants available for general consumption. So she's going to go into pre-algebra. Okay, she could have right-clicked it out there, but I'm just going in. There's always two ways. There's lots of ways to do things. All right. And she's not going to edit this one. Instead, unless she wants, she's going to make any edits that she wants available on the website. But for whatever she wants to add beyond that, she's going to go to File, make a copy, and she gets to choose where to put it. So instead of putting it in course descriptions, she's going to put it in She's going to back up. Nope, I want this in syllabi. Okay, so I'm going to select that. So now this new file, this new copy is going to go in there, and she's going to rename it also, right? She's going to say 2121 A to G syllab. Oh, now I'm going to get in trouble because I'm forgetting how to show spells. So, syllabi. Okay, and I'm going to write delete me because I'm creating this and I don't want to mess up with Leslie. And she may want to share it with the same people. She may not. I probably would. I would suggest sharing it with the same people, but depends what her purpose is. Okay, and then I hit OK. So now it's going to open me into that new file, and and all the edits I made there will not be visible on the course description. Now, I would just caution you, Leslie, when you're doing that, to make sure that everything that you do want in this new file and in the course description, you edit first. So edit first, and then make the copy and add to it, okay, if that makes sense. So now this, if you look at the title, it looks like the same one, but it's actually a copy of it. So she's not editing the one that's going to be visible online. Okay, I'm going to close that. I'm going to go back in to my drive. I'm actually going to go into the syllabi because I don't want to leave that there. And I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to right. So always right click gives you the same options that if you go into the file and you click file, you get. Okay, so I don't need to go into there right now. I just want to remove it. Okay, and now it's gone. So trying to think if there's anything else on there. When you save a file, let's say I create a new file. Okay, I create a new file. Let's go back to my drive. So I'm going to create a new file. It's going to be a document. When you create it, it's going to be put in whatever file you're already in Google Drive. Okay, so this is a test, and I'm going to call this delete me. Okay. And maybe actually, hang on a second, I'm not going to call it anything right now. Maybe you probably all know this, but this is like one of my favorite things about titling. This is a test. Do you know, okay, whatever your first line is, if you just click up there, it makes it the title. So of course you can change that, but I think it's really handy. So I've made this file, and now I'm going to move it because I want to make sure. I wasn't thinking when I went in where I wanted it, okay? But I need to think about that. I don't want things just sitting here. I don't want them just sitting on my drive. Does that make sense? Because that's just annoying. So I'm gonna say, okay, well, this is a board meeting. So I'm gonna put the board meeting in 2020 admin communications, and I would put it there. I'm not gonna do that because it's not that, but see what I mean? So let's not, if we can, that'll keep us from cluttering up our drives. So there's a few things on here that probably Beverly's going to go and just talk to the people, like permission slip for cooking class. That probably belongs in documents in the year that we had cooking class, right? This is a test. That's the one I just made for you, right? Here. So this is a test. Let's delete that. So I'm just right clicking this and I'm removing it because we don't want to leave junk on there, okay? So there's a few that it's nice to leave out there, like the class offerings we've left up. This expense reimbursement, I'm gonna move that. I'm gonna move it to 2020, right? Well, actually I take it back. I'm not gonna move that one because that is one we use every year. So that's a good one to have there. But like this syllabus doc, all of those, once they're in the course description, so I don't want to mess with it because it's not mine, but that's Leslie. So she might open it, copy what's important, put it in the course description file that we gave her, which is in here. Okay, so she's got a course description file, and she can open up that course description, 6th through 8th American History, and she can paste whatever she's got written in that other one, and then that one can go away. It doesn't need to be on the drive. So if she's already probably even done that. I'm not really sure, but this looks pretty cool. So, so that's where these extraneous things can find a home, right? They were in course descriptions, but all those aren't extraneous because now we're in there. But we can, all those extraneous ones. So, and if you get, That's interesting. If a file is shared with you, try to edit it in that place. Okay, my drive. Everything's going crazy on me right now. Okay, I hope that's helpful. So store things where they belong. It'll make life so much easier. Now this teacher offering interest survey, we purposely have left out. The application purposely left out. Although actually it shouldn't be. That should really be in the 2020, 2021, right? So let's move that. Never mind, it's there. Okay, I think I'm just talking too much now because yeah, that's good. I don't know where all that extraneous stuff went. Maybe it was on my drive. I'm just gonna go back and see that. Okay, my kid's starting to talk. So all of this has a place where it belongs, and it'll make it easier for us to find us later. Okay, thanks. Bless you guys. And I'm gonna sign off.